Maxi here, and I am coming to you with a late night baking segment. So I thought tomorrow we're having people over and I wanted to fix a little something to offer to them, as you know you do when you have guests over. And at the same time I'm having a slight sweet tooth. Just a little. So today I am going to be fixing the green banana oat muffins that I also have on my blog. So let's get going. I already blended up my wet ingredients. So this was 1 tablespoon of coconut oil, 2 bananas, 2 eggs, half a cup of unsweetened vanilla almond milk, and I believe that was, and a teaspoon of vanilla extract. So obviously the sweeter and the riper, wait, let me reverse that. The riper your bananas are, the sweeter your muffins will be. There is going to be a tiny bit of refined sweetener going into this. However, it's not going to be a ton, so if you want it on the sweeter side, make sure that your bananas are more ripe. So what I love about these muffins is that they are easy, that they are very nutritious, and that they're a great way of getting your kids or your younger siblings to take in vegetables, or maybe you're the one, or your other family members that are a bit more hesitant when it comes to the green stuff, and so this is great for getting those veggies in without tasting it. So we're gonna now continue on with the dry ingredients. So next up we are going to be putting in a half a cup of vanilla protein powder, and obviously I'm going to be using Shaklee's vanilla protein powder. Now, because we use it for baking as well, we do have it in this white ceramic container, and so we're going to do a half a cup. If you are using the scoops that the protein powder comes with, I just do 2 of these scoops, and that is about the equivalent of half a cup of the protein powder. So I'm just going to add that to my wet mix, and then I'm going to just stir that up, and then we're going to move along after that with the greens portion. So yeah, these are great to have on hand, for example, for on the go, or if you want to freeze these and then warm them up. They taste great when they come right out of the oven, and so I love to have these, especially when I'm running late for school or something and I need something as a snack. These are perfect. Okay, so we've done that. Next we're going to put in the greens portion of this, and I'm using Shaklee's Organic Greens Booster. So basically what this is dehydrated greens. There's a little scooper in here, and one of these scoops is the equivalent of 1 cup of veggies. The veggies that are in here, and it's so tiny, it's literally so tiny. And this is broccoli, kale, and spinach. So we're gonna put in 1 scoop of this, and then we're gonna mix this. And like so. And then what we're gonna do, I have the recipe down here, so I'm kind of gauging this at the same time. So then we're gonna add our sugar. So I've done this with erythritol, and I've done this with xylitol. You can use that if you do not wanna use refined sugar. I couldn't find that, so I'm gonna be adding brown sugar. It's the only kind of sugar sweetener I have right now on hand, and it's only gonna be 2.5 tablespoons of this. So it's great because it's a low sugar option. In case you are watching your sugar intake, I know I prefer using as little sugar as possible. What kind of sweeteners do you guys usually use? Do you use sugar? Do you use apple juice? A lot of people I know might use apple juice as a sweetener. And so that's 2 tablespoons and a half. So we have that. I'm gonna mix it again. And so that is that. Next up, we are going to add in some rolled oats. it's going to be taking 2 cups of rolled oats. I will put the recipe in the comment section so you don't have to worry about remembering or writing this all down. So I love these. My mom got these on the road, and I love these because for some weird reason, I just like the idea of having porcelain versus metal. So these measuring cups are my go-to. So we're gonna use 2 cups of that, and we are good to go. So now we're gonna do another mixing, lots and lots of mixing, getting those arms going. I always wanted to have like a cooking show on a cooking channel because I love to cook and bake so much. And I started off with blogging about recipes because I was cooking and baking so much at home. So that was my kind of first foray into the whole cooking world. And it was kind of neat because when I was younger, that was how I would spend time with my parents, as I'd help them cook. I mean, we also did a bunch of other things, but that's part of my favorite childhood memories. We'd love to know what your childhood memories are. Did you guys learn how to cook when you were younger, older? How did that work? I know some of my friends don't really know how to cook. Totally okay. Last but not least, we're gonna do 1 teaspoon of baking powder, and then we get to the fun ingredient. So that is our last dry ingredient beyond that last fun ingredient. So it will look a bit green, as you can see. It's the slight green. However, here is my trick to hiding that from kids. If you add blueberries to this, kids won't notice because it has about the same color as blueberry pancakes. When you add blueberries to blueberry pancakes, because of the juice, it'll seem slightly green. And that's why if you add those blueberries to it, no one will be the wiser. So my last ingredient, and you can change this up if you want to, I always change this up, is chocolate. So I use dark chocolate, like I mentioned in a different video of mine. I like to use the one sweetened with stevia. I like to, as I mentioned also this video, stay away from refined sweetener as much as possible. So I'm gonna add this half a bar of stevia sweetened dark chocolate into my mix so that it has a bit more flavor than just banana. Otherwise it would taste like banana bread, kind of like banana bread muffins, but who doesn't like chocolate? I know you guys are out there that don't like chocolate. Can't say I relate, but that's okay. You can also do raisins, other dried fruit, whatever the heck you want. You can do a whole bar of dark chocolate, go crazy. All up to you. Customize this. So yes, so that is our last stir. And then we are ready to put these in our muffins. Muffin pans, not muffins. We want the muffins, but we don't. Anyway, going off a tangent. So I'm just gonna, I'm going to show you one of my tricks on how I create like relatively same size muffins. So I love using muffin liners. They're my favorite. I hate cleaning out the pan afterwards. So what I do in order to create the same size muffins is an ice cream scoop. Helps so much. It makes it even. You know exactly how much you want to put in each. It's so practical. So all I do is I scoop out, as I was saying, one of these ice cream scoops and put it into my muffin pan, lined with, hopefully, a muffin liner or a very well oiled little thing. So I'm gonna do this for all of so this makes about 12 muffins. So I'm gonna do 1 scoop in each, and then I'll just divvy up the rest equally. And then I'll bake it at 350 degrees for, I believe, let me double check my recipe, helps when you look at it, 18 to 20 minutes. So you check it, make sure that it's through and fully cooked, and then you enjoy. I would love to know if you guys try this out yourself and what you'd possibly like to see next. And that is all from me tonight. I wish everybody a wonderful weekend.